Today is a signing ceremony for our new head coach, Mr. Nicholas DeFos. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. And on this particular day, the Ssfa has been making procedural nomination of the coach throughout this month, and we're glad today that we are announcing the new coach for the Bright Star. Our new coach has a rich CV, and the media house will have his CV in the long run. You will have space to meet him on your own. But today is an official announcement, is a signing of our new coach. I allow Mr. President to officially open this, but before that, we welcome Director General in the Ministry of Youth, Culture and Sport, who is representing Honorable Minister Dr. Albina Boldio. We welcome the Managing Director of TriStar, and TriStar is our sponsor that has been with us. He has helped us so much, and he continue to do that. We give them a special appreciation in every single ceremony because the development of football in South Sudan need a contribution from the companies. He's one of the leading example. He has been with us, and he will continue to be with us. We thank you so much for coming. And this particular ceremony is the focal point because TriStar sponsor our national team coach. Mr. President, I give you this platform to officially open the press conference, and we continue with the signing ceremony.
Mr. Albino, in fact, I want to register and welcome our national coach, Nicholas. Is actually is a doctor by profession, a doctor of sports, and I think we hope he's going to make this profession to our football and develop our national team. And of course, we have our Director General of Sports who is here with us. We thank him so much for coming to attend these occasions. And also the Managing Director of TriStar. TriStar has been, in fact, we are as youth, the football. So, Managing Director, we thank you very much for your efforts in trying to push and support us. And also want to thank Mr. Lamin. Lamin managed to reach to us in order to get the coach, which is something that we need to commend on his efforts in making this to us. He's from Algeria, our brothers in Algeria, and of course, you know, Algeria is a land of millions in a struggle, and we appreciate for their contribution in all the revolutions of Africa, or the independence of Africa. Algeria contributes so much. And of course, I want to thank Mr. Michael, the head of, or the chair of national team. He has been tirelessly putting efforts into this, and in order for us to get our coach. Of course, we have to thank also our former coach, the Stefano Corzine has made wonderful efforts into contribution development of our football, and we wish him good progress. Now is in Comoros with the national team there, and he has been contributing to us. And of course, you need to thank someone who have done what was possible for us for our national team. And also, I thanks the Vice President, member of the boards, and of course, a special thanks to media houses who are here You are always very important to us because you are reflecting what we are doing and you're informing the public. Because without you, the public will not get information. So you are so crucial to us, and we thank you for coming to attend this occasion. I want just to declare to the press that this occasion is eventful, declaring to the public, to people of South Sudan, to football lovers, to our country, that we have a new coach. He's an ambitious coach that we think that we want to get further to African Cup of Nations, to World Cup qualifications, and to CHAN and to all other categories of qualifications. Of course, we always say let us be patient, because people want to win immediately. But for people to progress is to develop and continue developing. We know our challenges. We don't have infrastructure. We have financial constraints. And if these two, we have not achieved them, it always delayed us not to progress to the top level of football, because football is, these two things are very crucial. You need to have infrastructure and you need to have financing, because if we want to play friendly matches, you want to improve our team, you need to have financing. If you want to play, you need to have pitches. So that player, you need to have a well-improved pitches, which are not there in all our states. They play on just a normal ground and soil. So I want to, Mr. Ramsey, I want to declare this press conference open, and so that then you proceed with other topics of your agenda. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. In our list of the activity, we will give a priority for the signing ceremony. After the signing of the coach, we will then now give speeches. We will have a speech to the General Secretary. Coach himself will say something. The Managing Director for TriStar will say something. And of course, the President, the Director General. And then we give the press opportunity to ask questions. Okay? This is what we have. Before we do the signing ceremony, here is a brief background of the coach. His name is Nicolas. His name is Nicolas Dupos. He's a French national. From the experience he has, he was a manager of the national team for Madagascar. He managed for more than 30 matches, for World Cup qualifying matches, CHAN, Ssfa. The first qualification for the African Cup of Nations for Madagascar, 2019, being the first in that group, according to the CB. 1-4 fin. You can see he has experience of managing a national team, and not only experience, he has also experience of taking a Madagascan team to the national, to African Cup of Nations. FIFA ranking from 133 for Madagascar to 91 in the ranking. And right now is 102 right now for Madagascar. From 1996 to 2017 with the French, he was a football manager and a coach for more than 500 matches for 3rd division and 4th division, that is in French. And one out of the 32 French national CAF de France, Alphain, 2009. I think you will get the rest of the detail in his CV. His CV will be circulated. Some of the things are written in French, I'm still a student of French. I'm not yet expert. Next year I will read them to you in France. For that matter, I allow the preparation to go on to sign Mr. Nicholas. Congratulations. We are giving a space for the signing ceremony. And later on, we'll give chances for the speeches. And Secretary General. The coach will sign his witness, Mr. Tariq Lamin. Mr. Lamin. I think the last one was called Tariq, so the name Tariq. Yeah, the former one was Tariq, so the current one is Alamin. From the side of the Ssfa, the Secretary General will be a witness. I think the press would like to see you signing, yeah? Yeah. So I hope you are taking pictures. Mr. President and the coach will stand up and exchange the two files. The two witnesses will sign thereafter. Hmm? Yeah. 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 The president will then now exchange the files. You can. Badila. Andy is Nicola's divorce, so it's not. Congratulations. Facilitatio. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. And once again, congratulations, coach. Ball history. This is the first time we are trying a French philosophy of football in the country. The last one was Italian school of football. And yes, this one is a French football. We know we all followers of French football, European football. We see how French football is impressive. Into defending. We believe a lot of reform will be done in our national team. congratulations. It's a journey, of course, challenging, but of course, through your CB, we believe you will make history, the same history you made for Madagascar national team. We give this chance to Mr. Michael to have a word. You can use that mic, sir. I think these things are not fixed well. It's okay. I think you can stand for 2 minutes. Gabriel. I thank you, Giorgio Costa, for intervention.
Thank you, Mr. Albino, President of the Association, Mr. Amin, the agent, Vice President, and the media houses. Good afternoon. In fact, today is a great day for South Sudan Football Association because we are going to start a new era, and this era with French football. The people are asking South Sudan is supposed to bring a new school because since we have played to FIFA and CAF, we don't follow schools like people asking French school, German school, and Brazilian school. And this time we are going to have a French school. This is Coach Nicolas. Actually, took almost a long time of negotiation because it is not an easy to convince him to come and sign this contract with South Sudan Football Association. As Mr. Albino mentioned, he has experience with Madagascar football, a national team. I mean, as you look for Madagascar Football Association, it's similar like South Sudan in terms of challenges like financial and physical infrastructures. It's the same situation here in South Sudan. This is number one. And number two, in his CV, that he's staying more than 7 years in one team. And this is actually we won in South Sudan. And we urge the public that to be patient. Results will not come directly. We'll give him chance because now we are going to play AFCON qualification. And our first game again is Senegal. If we lose for more scores, people that start complaining why we bring a new coach and we receive these goals because people are expecting results from the beginning. Let us be patient and give him chance. And we are very optimistic about the new coach, and we are going to achieve something of South Sudan. I will not talk much because today is his day, because people came here to want to listen from him. I will not talk much. Thank you very much.
Team coach, the national team committee, team's activities. This particular one, of course, was an assignment given to you, and you have succeeded in, together with your colleagues, in providing this new coach. We have mixed up some kind of things in the protocol, but still, I will give chance to Mr. SG to say a few words, and we proceed. You can use this mic. You can come here. I am flexible.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Edward Sitemu, Mr. Ravnish, the country manager for TriStar, Mr. Michael, the board members, our new coach, Nicolas Dupuy, the media house. Really, we are happy to have this signing of the new coach and to introduce it to the public. It was not an easy task. People were surprised why we advertise the position of the coach. It's not a new thing that we created from Ssfa. This is thing being done everywhere in other countries. So we need to adapt to what other people are doing. Good enough when we introduced the application. 215 coaches apply. 215. Only 6 South Sudanese coaches applied. That means everyone who had confidence that he is capable has applied, and out of the 215, Coach Nicholas, due to his experience, he was the lucky one to be the head coach of the Bright Star. Coach Nicholas, we met before in AFCON 2019. I was the AGC in Alexandria when he was making the history with Madagascar. So he's somebody that I have witnessed his success from the first game against Burundi, Guinea, and Nigeria. Then, so he was making wonders. Everyone was surprised. This is a new coach, a new country, and they're making history. For us, we are looking for the whole nation. So you have a big task, coach, to lift the flag of South Sudan together with the administration, of course, and with the players. From our side, our administration.
I left my coaching career a long time ago. I would have applied as well. I would have been among the applicants. But congratulations once again. I give this chance to the man we are signing today, Mr. Nicholas, to express himself. Of course, he speaks English, French, Arabic, and I think so many languages. You will enjoy staying with him.
Mr. Our sponsor, Bright Star, all of members of committee, chairman, Daniel, Mr. Victor, SG, and Lamine, my assistant, agent. Secondly, you know, when you live in Madagascar or France, you don't have to speak English. So my English is poor today, but I'm going to improve it, the pitch. It's easy to train in English on the pitch. Football is an international language. But for press conference, it's very difficult for me. So I want you to give me the possibility to speak in French, and my assistant, Lamine, can translate in Arabic language. It's okay? It's okay. Donc je suis vraiment... Ouais. Je suis vraiment très, très heureux et très fier. I'm very proud d'être ici parmi vous.
نيكولا دوبويز يقول أنه سعيد التواجد بينكم في دولة جنوب السودان.
J'ai vécu des belles années à Madagascar et je veux vivre les mêmes. J'espère vivre les mêmes et je vais tout faire pour vivre les mêmes au Sud-Soudan.
سعيدة في مدغشقر ويريد إعادة نفسها هنا في دولة جنوب السودان.
Des meilleurs résultats, j'espère.
نفس النتائج في مدغشقر وممكن أحسن منها.
Et je me suis déjà beaucoup renseigné avant d'accepter le beau rôle que vous me confiez. Je me suis beaucoup renseigné sur les joueurs, beaucoup travaillé déjà avec mes assistants sur les joueurs, sur l'équipe. J'ai beaucoup de statistiques. I have a lot of movies or pictures and statistics of all players of South Sudan.
ما يجي على دولة جنوب السودان قام بعدة بحوث عن اللاعبين والأداء وفين
a fait du très bon travail. Il a réussi à gagner au Congo-Brazza 1-0, 2-1. Et il a fait du très bon travail et je compte continuer son bon travail.
قام بعمل رائع وهو الآن الكوتش نيكولا سيواصل على العمل ويستمر في الاستمرارية أحسن.
Je compte sur vous, les journalistes, je compte sur le président pour nous aider et m'aider à faire que l'équipe du Soudan puisse progresser.
اعتماد عليكم الصحفيين والرئيس ومايكل وكل الطاقم لنكون يد واحدة ولإنجاح وتحقيق جميع الأهداف لمنتخب جنوب السودان.
J'ai été très bien accueilli. par les gens, par la population, par vous les journalistes et par le comité et le président. Et je vous en remercie. Et je remercie encore le sponsor qui soutient la fédération et qui me soutient. Merci à vous et je vous donne rendez-vous sur le terrain très très bientôt.
أشكركم جميعا وأنه يقول أنه تلقى استقبال حار في دولة جنوب السودان ومن جميع من الرئيس ومايكل وفيكتور والممول.
Our translator also spoke in a very classic Arabic. I hope you understood it. It's okay. That's good. That's good. In South Sudan, we speak many languages. Arabic is one of the important languages we speak. So your message has been received well by the press. We will give this opportunity to our sponsor. Ssfa is a friend in need. We need people like you. And that's why you are our friend indeed. A friend who comes to you when you are in need. We are actually in need for the development of football in South Sudan. The role TriStar has accepted to do for football in South Sudan is remarkable. And without you, we would have struggled so much to achieve some things. You made our work so easy in managing our team coach. This message is also going out loud to all our national companies to invest in the area of football. There is a lot. Yes, I know there are challenges, but this is a good contribution to the communities of South Sudan. Your name is everywhere. Some people did not see you, but so continue to help us. When you get something, top on something, and let's move up. Let's move together. Opportunity to say something in this signing ceremony. Welcome.
Thank you for your kind words. Director General Sports, members of the board, members of the media. It's indeed a great honor for me to be here on behalf of TriStar. I represent TriStar and of CEO Mr. Eugene. It's a great honor to welcome Mr. Nicholas as the head coach of the Bright Stars. I know South Sudan is very passionate about football, and TriStar has been supporting this. The Bright Stars will shine not only within Africa, but internationally too. He has a very impressive record, and we are looking forward to his commitment and his methods of training so that the team does well. And we are all going to be watching. We look forward to the performance of the team. And once again, I assure you that TriStar is committed to supporting not only football within South Sudan, but so much other community efforts. So, make it short. I wish Mr. Nicholas the very best on behalf of all of us. Thank you.
We are only left with two, Mr. President and the Director General. Mr. Director General, we also thank you so much because the ministry is trying. But here is another phase of that need a quick response from the ministry. The World Cup qualifiers. National teams are the team of the government, and you are here on behalf of the government. And the press also would like to hear a word from you about a support of the government to the national teams. We hope you will satisfy them with the words on behalf of the ministry, on behalf of the government. To our Director General, you are breaking our things. Mr. Edward Sedemon. Mr. Edward is a very committed personality. He watches every games we play, our local competitions. Whenever necessary, he comes. You go to Buluk, you find him there. He has been like this because he grew up in the atmosphere of football and the sport. Mr. Director General, I give you the opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. President, Vice President, MD of Three-Star, our national coach, member of the board, member of the media house. Good afternoon. On behalf of the ministry, I would like to congratulate Ssfa for signing and bringing a new coach to our national team. And I think this is a French school. Before we had Serbian before, and then comes the Italian. And I think French school is suited for us here. I think I'm sure Nicolas is going to do some change in the behavior of our players. So on behalf of the ministry and the minister and the undersecretary, I would like to bring their greetings to you for this occasion. And they're supposed to be here, but they're having some commitments that they couldn't come. And I also like to thank the SG for calling me this morning that the president invited me to come and see. This is the cooperation which we need from the Ssfa, because without the ministry you cannot go outside, you cannot do anything. So although the ministry is not helping you a lot, but the ministry is responsible for sports in this country. So anything, now we have started a good cooperation with the association, and we need to make good cooperation. And because now, since I've been there is no any reports coming to the ministry that we are do this and this. So that if the report is there, we report to the Council of Ministers so that they can know that the teams are going out and are playing, representing the country and this. So I think from today, we're going to do our level best. In sports, we are the least budgeted ministry. All our associations are not budgeted for. And we are trying that they can at least approve for sports. We have listened last year, the last July, they approved for the basketball, because this went through the cluster to the Council of Ministers, they approved. So now we are going to do for the qualification of the World Cup. We are going to do it in cluster already. Remember in the cluster, maybe next Tuesday they will meet and see. Then they will pass it to Council of Ministers. But this is an urgent thing. So if I'm the minister, I would have done everything for you. But I'm not the minister. I'm just the director. My hands are handicapped. So please let us work together, and I'm sure we'll achieve our goals. And regarding the infrastructure, since 2006, when we started the ministry, when late John Luke was the minister, when we make the first CPA celebration in Juba here, we brought all the states to compete in the sports activities in Juba. So John Luke wrote a memo to the Council of Ministers, and the council passed a resolution to build a stadium in South Sudan, in Juba here. But up to now, the resolution has not been implemented. So it is there, because whenever the ministers are doing, they change the minister, and then new minister comes, he is not following the resolutions. Need follow-up. So this is the thing which have made us not to construct this. Also the problem of land. Land in Equatorial is very difficult to get a land. That's why we don't have now infrastructure in place. But we hope to resolve this, and then we can do it. Lastly, I just wanted Mr. Nicholas. We have national coaches here And I think if you have extra time, please give them lectures about how to coach, to renew their coaching things, so that, and then we have these academies. I think these academies, everybody like football, you know? They don't take the talents, boys for this academy. They take everybody. So in that case, you will not get the talent boy to play football, because they all go there and then they start. And then when they grow up, they will not have this talent to play football properly. So I think you have to regulate also the academies. This for you, the board of directors of Ssfa, to regulate the academies so that they can select a talented boy to go for this academy. So I want to thank Nicholas for accepting to come and coach South Sudan team. And I would like to thank TriStar also for supporting our national team. And then I would like to thank President and the Board of Directors for giving me this chance to come and speak to you. And I also like to thank the media. They're always covering the sports activities in this country. So thank you very much. We hope to see you in Africa Qualifying Cup.
For the words of assurance, we need the ministry, of course, to continue standing with us. The World Cup, the qualification. Live up to your words. And in this age, he's still committed. We went and met in Malakal in a very tiny hotel with a lot of mosquitoes. But he was there because he wanted to develop. You know, he was given a small basin of water. I say, how can you give a person of your caliber some more? You need 3 jerrycans because it's tall and huge. And thank you so much for this. Pass our greetings to Honorable Minister and all the ministry staff. I give this chance to our President. And before that, I would like to thank the press also for... Okay, yes, okay. President has suggested that we open our opportunities for the questions. When we give you a chance for the question, and your colleague next to you has asked the same question, please do not repeat the same questions, okay? And may your question be precise, Giser Kida, so that we don't mind English, Arabic, we can go with you. Yes, give him the chance. Let this mic rotate between you like this. Huh? Yeah. You can tell your name. Huh? Will be translated to your coach.
Coach Bona Premedi, Komatutapel Denilson Denekim, that's my name. I will not speak much in French because some people around will not speak it. So let me just go direct to English so that they get what I mean. To you, I know you are coming now to rescue a young kid. What may you tell us, what is your uniqueness as a coach you're stepping into this role to take this national team ahead? Then to Ssfa, we had earlier on that there were some coaches, national coaches, who also applied for this position, but unfortunately the luck was not on their side. And I know you've been investing into these coaches, putting a lot of money into them, and it was like the opportunity. I saw it with what is the plan also for these national coaches also to move together with them. And earlier on, Mr. Satimu, you speak about the developing infrastructure. We know some of you put the pressure. You tried your level best until basketball got something. What are you planning to put this pressure? Because I know you are not like a politician in that office where you come, you go, but you are there permanent until during your retirement. How are you going to, we want you to push for the infrastructure of football also to be developed in this country. What role are you pushing? Because you spoke about 2006, you were there, and the rest. What are you trying to do or to push for this document so that it comes to the reality. Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you. I work with Juba Echo TV. I have some questions to the coach, the ministry, and also to the Ssfa. I think Michael will answer. You had plans to build a stadium in this country. If I'm well informed, there was a plan to build a stadium, I think, on Terekeka Road. There was land that was allocated for that stadium, and the Chinese were to construct that stadium. What happened? The ministry. You fought hard and gave the basketball team 6.5, right? $6.5 million for the World Cup. Ssfa has been struggling all these years, and I'm sure and aware that they have written requests to your ministry for support, but I think all in vain. Why is the football not looked at as important as the same way as basketball? That is to the ministry. To the coach, you have approximately 3 weeks to assemble a team to the World Cup qualifiers. Would you tell us how this is going to be done as quick as possible? What is your plan for our local coaches? I think the ministry talked about it. What is the plan for our local coaches to also benefit from you with your expertise? Thank you.
Okay, I think you will translate. Do you need translation?
Tu vas traduire en arabe. Langue arabique.
شكرا على السؤال.
Oui, nous n'avons que 3 semaines pour préparer les premiers matchs.
عندنا فقط 3 أسابيع لتحضير المباراة.
Et ça va aller très vite. Donc nous avons décidé avec Monsieur le Président, le Victor et Chairman Daniel, nous avons décidé que je prendrai en entraînement assez rapidement les 20 ou 25 meilleurs joueurs locaux.
أعضاء الاتحاد مستر مايكل and فيكتور أنه يبدأ في التدريبات ويحضر وياخذ 25 أو 20 لاعب المحليين الممتازين.
Ça me permettra de mieux les connaître évidemment et avant de recevoir les joueurs expatriés.
جيدا مستوى اللاعب المحلي قبل أن يأخذ ويتوجه اللاعبين المحترفين.
De plan de jeu, moi j'ai envie d'avoir un jeu de possession. Sur le premier match. Two and we lost 0-2 au Sénégal. Et je connais la Mauritanie. I play against Mauritania, I play against Togo, I play against Sudan. El Obeid, I won 3-1 in Sudan in 2018, I think. Et c'est vrai qu'on joue contre les deux meilleurs et je prends ces 2 matchs pour apprendre. On parlait avec les membres du board hier et avant-hier et l'objectif que nous avons est la qualification au CHAN pour l'équipe locale et à la CAN pour l'équipe A.
خلال 3 أسابيع سيواجه أفضل منتخبين السنغال وموريتانيا وستكون مباراة صعبة وحسب ما اتفق مع الاتحاد وأن الهدف الأول هو الكان 2025 وكذلك الشان تأهل فيه.
Nous allons essayer de faire de bons résultats. Ce sera très difficile, mais je m'en sers aussi pour la préparation pour les autres compétitions.
تمنعنا أننا نقوم بكل شيء من أجل تحقيق نتائج جيدة وستكون بداية للتحضيرات.
D'avoir de
سنعمل المستحيل النتائج.
Le droit de le dire, Président, les 2 matchs au Sénégal. J'aurais voulu jouer contre la Mauritanie. I would like to play against Mauritania here at home, but we can't play at home. We have to play 2 games in Senegal.
موريتانيا كان يفضل يلعب مباراة موريتانيا هنا في ملعب جوبا، لكن ستكون المباراة مباراتين السنغال وموريتانيا في السنغال.
Je l'ai dit tout à l'heure, I have a lot of movies, a lot of pictures, a lot of statistics of all the players, South Sudan players, foreign South Sudan players, and local. Yesterday, non, c'était avant-hier. Avant-hier, je regardais un match. I was on the pitch. Number 6, number 14, there are good players, very good players. But this afternoon, I'm going to see the game. Et on verra.
في مباراة الكأس شاهد لاعبين ممتازين مثل رقم 6 واليوم أيضا فيه مباراة سيذهب لمشاهدتها وتعيين بعض اللاعبين.
Avec les locaux, ensuite expatriés et on amène les meilleurs possibles jouer au Sénégal et la Mauritanie au Sénégal. Voilà.
المدرب يقول أنه سيبدأ بأفضل اللاعبين المحليين الموجودين في جنوب السودان، وبعدين المرحلة الثانية لما يأتيه اللاعبين المحترفين وسيأخذ أفضل العناصر إلى مباراة السنغال.
Okay. There were questions to the President and
to thank you, Member of the press. I think asking about our policy towards the national coaches, and of course the national coaches are very important to us, and in fact they achieve very as to qualify to Africa Cup of Nations. It was achieved by our national coaches under 20, and I think we have reached quarter-final. And under 17, though we are disqualified in Algeria but we have achieved it. We qualified to African Cup of Nations under 17. This was done by our national coaches. In fact, while we bring expertise from outside, is to improve our coaches' experience and talent, and we bring a new experience from outside in order for them in the future they have something to learn. You understand, the majority to that level. That is our policy. Is not meaning that we ignore the rest of the team. We have under 23 is under national coach, 17, under 15, all our coaches. We give them this chance to show their experience, their ability, and their talent. So in our policy, we need professionals who are tested, who have achieved something, in order to let our coaches understand something from them. So it's not bad for us to bring an experts and people learn from. In fact, as I said, our problem is not a players that play. These are two things, and the major is infrastructure and finance. Yes, Director General, we have written a lot of, if you see, we will give you a file like this. And all our missions, we always inform the minister through Undersecretary. So since we came to this office, we had been cooperating. And we had been doing a lot of things together with the ministry. In terms of writing, in terms of meeting. So maybe a challenge is to our Dr. Nicholas. If you take us to AFCON, you know we are going to get a lot of money. Because everybody will be excited, even businessmen, they will come to support us. But when our people, they don't like losing. When we lose, if we lose, they are mad of South Sudan losing. Because these people of South Sudan, they have been fighting for quite a long time. And lastly, they achieved the victory. So they are mad always of victory. So, but I want to say, member of the press, and I was happy that you are relating. If we are getting, the football is on the ground. We are lucky basketball. Have you heard that basketball have a league in South Sudan? But football have a league. We have a competition at home. We have our children grown from here. Yes, we are lucky we have our international who are in the NBA, who are in Australia, who are in America. That if we gathered them, they are very good to make us very proud of basketball. But who is here? Who is participating home in the national team? And therefore, you cannot compare basket with football. Football is huge. You have a lot of things to do. You have a lot of finances to expend because of number who participate in it. And therefore, sometimes people mistakenly, because they want just a victory without knowing the process. We have a potentials to grow. As some of you were aware, I was the president of Central Equatoria, of the capital here, president of basketball. And I know it. But when I came to football, it's amazing. We have a lot of talent. But we need to give them support. So, you media house, you try to support the coach. Things are not immediate, are a process. President and members of board of director leadership. I don't play, I prepare a demonstration. I support, but I'm not there in the pitch. You need to ask always coach and ask players, what are they doing? But for me, is a demonstration. I don't blame our players, because also we need to create a good environment, which sometimes we don't do it. And sometimes people don't understand. Like other small things, supporting women football, supporting youth, supporting this. But it doesn't support national team. National team, country. I belong to the people of South Sudan. And therefore, they are not responsible for that, whether you participate or not. That is up to, yes, it's a must for them. It's a must for the country to play according to FIFA rules and regulations. And it's our pride, you know. So, I want the media house to give a chance to Nicholas to build a team. As he said, he's taking from where Stefano stands. And we need also to appreciate the Ssfa, because it's the first time in the history of for us to qualify to African Cup of Nations twice. And I think maybe it's something that we need to be proud of. That a country, we were among the countries that qualified for the two teams to to African domination. And I think we have a base. We have good academies. We have, in terms of academies, we have all the regulation. We have registrations. According to FIFA, we have what is called clean house that keep a track of all the talent players. Yes, we have thinking of creating academy. We are thinking of making academy that we bring a best talent in South Sudan to that academy. But this is our vision, that we have to create academy. Mr. Director General, we have a land. Issue of land now is not a problem to us. We can show the minister the land, and if they are capable of doing something in it, there's no problem with land. The issue is resources to do something in that land. We have a land here, we have a land in so many places. We have a land in Wau, we have a land in Malakal, we have a land in Yambio, we have a land in Awul, and so many places. So is a ministry to do, somebody said, what is wrong if you're pushing also like a basket? I think something will come out, because football is a huge and have a lot of, is a property. You can see all the turnout. Football is for the pride. Football is for unity and peace, and at the same time is economical. If we had a stadium, all other national team will play here, and then they will bring money. They will be in hotels and they spend, they go to market. Our nation will come out with some money. If you go to the World Cup, then we have money, and this money will be spent here. Some small thing that also we get for the players go to market and they are taxed. So I think it's a win-win situation if we are supported. From here I will stop. Otherwise, we want to congratulate our new coach for winning the confidence and trust of the board of directors who are representing the General Assembly. For you to be our coach is something that approved by all of them. It's not even the president alone. It's not Mr. Michael with his committee. It's all of us. We have said and we have agreed that you should be the coach. So take our trust and let South Sudan, our bright star, be a winning team like you did to Madagascar. Thank you very much.
Mr. Director General, I believe we get the last question. Why is the ministry so concerned about basketball and they are not giving the same attention to football? And there was also a question of the infrastructure. I think these are some questions why they are not concerned. Mr. Michael, welcome.
3 years contract.
Thank you, MC, and thank you for the press who have asked these questions. First of all, let me tell you that sports is not a priority in South Sudan. Our priority is security, health, and education. Regarding the infrastructure, during when Dr. Serino Hiteng was a minister to South Sudan, so Serino has written a memo to have this sports city to be built in South Sudan. So this thing was not gone. Even we went to China to check a company which can come and construct this sports city. This during Serino Hiteng period in the Ministry of Youth. It did not take long. He was relieved, and then somebody come after him was Nadia, yes. Nadia came after him. So, regarding the infrastructure, I have now, from 2016, I was not director of sports because our ministry was culture, youth and sports. I was transferred to culture. So by then I just forget about the stuff almost for 3 years until the revitalized agreement. Regarding the support of the national teams, now in our budget is only salaries and operation. There is no development budget there. And we've been planning, every budget we're planning that we need to support our national teams. For the basket, because I think when they were playing in Egypt and Rwanda and this, Col Manyang and the minister, me as the Director General of Ssfa, I did not go even to see these matches. So the role of our minister, if your minister is very strong and have befriend other ministers, authorities. Because clearly sports is very important. Once 2008, I was in Beijing Olympic. I met a Swiss Minister of Youth and Sports. He told me that our budget is more higher than budget of Minister of Health. Because everybody there plays sports, they don't get sick. That's why now we don't have sports in the schools, we don't have where, and we are not encouraging, like our universities also. I think they should have a college for physical education, so they can graduate teachers to teach in the schools. We don't have these people now. So this is our plans. Now they have taken over. We'll see. Good Samaritans maybe will getting chance of getting to the president. We'll talk to him that please, when you go outside, ask to build a stadium for us like other countries when we build. The Zambia dema munu Chinese ya banao. Utani when Chinese, Uganda Chinese border banalon. Ule na mana na Chinese ya gari shil petrol tana. But this haja na plans ke kullu are pushing. Inshallah yom tasma haja kwes inshallah. فأنا بشكر الرئيس والبورد تاعه كله للشغل اللي قاعدين تعملوا بدون أي مقابل وبدون مساعدة، لكن انتم ماشيين قدام. ربنا يوفقكم إن شاء الله، كل حاجة هتغير إن شاء الله. Thank you very much.
Ravana Wofigna. The press now has a word to write. Yes, he said sport is not a priority. He said there is no budget in the ministry. And he said the basketball had opportunities to invite some politician. Of course, it's called lobby. The next thing we are going to do also, we will try those procedures. This time we are inviting Tutkeo. He will follow us to these places, and I know things will work for us. This is to prove that the responsibility is a collective one. When we have issues in the national team, do not write this strong language on us. We are not the issue. The issue is with those sitting next to us. This is where the resources are supposed to come from. You know what to write now when we have issues next time. And I think I'm going to give one more chance, and then we conclude the press conference. One more chance. Yes, you are the last. Kelly, you know what to write?
And it goes like this. Now, for the performance to be like better, that's why always home tie is always very good. So what are the plans so that we can be able to support our team within the country here, the stadium, the national stadium here?
Thank you. Let's ask the question. will answer that question. And
thank you very much for the question. We are struggling with the stadium. First of all, the stadium before, the stadium was not having criteria, but the CAF put a condition for licensing. But CAF has own condition. The stadium is almost 97% or 99%. But we have a problem of now put a condition that you need to tarmac. All the roads need to be concrete and some small elements there. So we have a plan. We have written to the government, we have written to some companies to give us such a support. Plan to improve is, in fact, is a vision of developing the youth teams. عشان نطور البراعم والناشئين انتخابات السنية. And then when it comes to some level, then you have a good and great national team. We are considered academies. And for us to do that, we are going to conduct the under-15 league, and then we are going to conduct under-20 league or under-17, so that in responsibility of Ssfa, then we get a talent from there. And Nicholas is here. He will help us in sending some of these young talent to have a friendship with some academies and also the other levels, second division, third division, and then we can develop them like that. So we have that vision, and that this vision makes us to bring vision of Ssfa. Our second vision is to improve on infrastructure, and that's why we have been trying to have a friendly agreement with different federations. Like last month I signed with Saudi Federation, and they are keen to support us in terms of infrastructure development. We have agreement with Morocco, we have agreement with Qatar, and they are helping us in a way or another in terms of capacity building. The other thing is to develop the capacity building in terms of coaching, referees, administration. Because a national coach have only 7 days to play with the team. But if the players are not prepared in the clubs, then the national coach cannot come and prepare them within 7 days. So it's something very important, and that's why we need to embark on capacity building. Last time we have a C license. All of you have saw it. And we are developing, we have already sent to CAF to approve the B license. I will continue to A license. So this is something that we are doing because we want our coaches to be very strong, to train well the clubs. And when the national team coach select, he will get the team ready. It's only just to give them some tactical of how to win. Because already they have a good players who are well in the clubs. But if the level of training is a lower level, then will not grow. So that is our vision since we came to this office, is to increase the capacity building, is to increase the management of the football. Thank you.
Okay. I think we have exhausted enough questions. We don't have more questions. Okay. I believe the session of question and answer is finished. You have asked your question. The table here have answered your question extensively. So the most important thing to move forward with is to support the coach and give him chance. That is it. There's no way you win always without losing. The greatest team in the world have the same experience. They lose, they win. But the most important is the progress that the team takes. So we thank the media houses so much. The microphone will go back to, you want to say something? I will give Mr. Alamin a chance to say something. Mr. Alamin is an agent to our coach, and we want to benefit from him also in the area of agency. We have our local agents. Whenever you are here, try to train them how to market, how to scout the players and all this. Kali.
Nicolas Dupuis. Dupuis. Nicolas. Nicolas Dupuis. Nicolas Dupuis. Yes. Yes, thank you. I am very happy to be with you today. I thank President of Federation South Sudan and Mr. Michael and all members of Federation of reception and trust on me and the coach Nicolas Dupuis. Also thank government, national team of South Sudan, wish the new coach Nicolas Dupuis in the upcoming matches. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you so much, Mr. We wish you and 50, 60, someone is selected. So I believe with the experience and everything in CB, all things will be well. You can have your seat. And for our press, we continue to thank you. And please, we have some advice for you, especially when the team lose. Try to reduce the language. Let your language be soft. I see some journalists writing, very hard language. You know, for example, as Bright Star has been trash for, how can you say your team is trash? Do you know I studied journalism. This part you practice by selecting a strong words. Again, it's small things, such as losing. If you want to discourage someone, you can say this person has been fired. But if it is a soft language, you can say this person has been relieved. Soft language, okay? So let us try to practice soft language on the situation of our national teams. Please, we give Mr. President an applause, a thanksgiving for all this responsibility he has been carrying on his shoulder. Leading a football institution is not an easy thing. If you think it's easy, one time you will be here. And you will tell me it was not easy. Our players play without boots somewhere in South Sudan. We are running leagues. A lot of things have changed. Even this nature of this office was not like this years ago. You used to sit on those red chairs and ballistic chairs. But now you have a very executive office in a very short time. A lot of things have changed. And these are things we need the media to start investigating. We put a lot of responsibilities in the development and in the reform sector. We want the press to explore this opportunity and tell the public a lot have changed. The national teams, whatever. Our responsibility, you have seen in Bantu, thousands of people. From 12 o'clock, the stadium is already full. There was rain, and they stood in the rain. People love football. And something has been invested right there. The referees we train, the coaches we train, the administrators. So these are things the press has to start talking about. I give this opportunity to the man that has been so much patience with all the criticisms of the media. At least give him some praise as we go on. Mr. President, I invite you to call off, to conclude the press conference.
Well, thank you, MC. It's an honor, Mr. Director General, to be with us. I think it's a great honor with a short time. You were asked to witness this these signing events of the national team coach, and you came, and I would like also to thank Trust, our country director, for Trust. It's a good thing to come along to come and witness this, and I would like to thank all the members of the board. I don't want to also to forget the staff of this institution, the members of Ssfa media, and of course proudly to all the media houses that came here. As always, I know those who want to criticize us, they don't always come. They want to stay away and then they criticize from behind. But you guys who always here, because you listen and you ask and you get the correct information. Those who are sitting outside, always they decide to criticize. But for us, we know what we are doing. We understand the entire situation, and I think our government will continue, will support us. And it's only those our ministry to put something to them, and I think they will not deny our government, the president. They like last time they congratulate the basketball and they congratulate the football. What we are doing, I think the president himself in his when he was addressing the parliament, he have mentioned that what is not known to us, the basketball and the football, have made us proud, and that is something very appreciative to His Excellency, to bring peace to us, to make us proud, to create discipline to our children, health, and to entertain our population. So we'll continue making all this endeavor and these efforts, and of course I want really to thank you on behalf of the Ssfa and reiterate the congratulations to our national coach, and I call this press conference adjourned until we come next time. Thank you.